Okay, we have this Toputure exercise bike. It's only a few months old. Had it since Christmas. And what we've got here is an issue where the Bluetooth module right here, the electronic module that runs the Bluetooth, runs to the tablet. It quit working. And we have not mistreated this bike. It's only been used a few times. And what I've found is I traced the sensor back. So there's a magnetic pickup that goes back here. Goes all the way down to right here by the pedal. Cable runs up through here in the housing. Runs all the way up from the housing into here and goes into the module. I thought maybe the plug right here was bad, but it's not. Turns out it's actually the cable, of course, right in here. It's typical. They probably didn't put enough copper wire right here, or it's a bad quality wire. So I'm going to try to show you the exact problem, but you can side load this slightly sometimes and then the module starts working. But I'm going to end up replacing the plug right here. Hopefully there's enough meat on the wires to connect to without them breaking. I've seen them so thin before you can't even hardly touch them. Let me see if I can show you the issue. Okay, right now I'm pedaling the bike with my foot, and you can see that the module's not doing anything. It's kind of hard to do film and pedal a bike at the same time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to side load the cable. I'm side loading it. Just putting a little bit of pressure on it, and you can see it start working. So there, it's momentarily working. Getting a little bit of a read. Tablet's not working yet. I've got to connect the Bluetooth back. But anyway, putting a little pressure on it, and you can see it start reading. So the connector basically is bad right in the end right here. So let's go ahead and replace that. I think I've got what we need to fix it. Okay, basically what I've got is just some mono type 3.5 millimeter plugs. I've got metal ones here, plastic ones here. I'll probably just go with the plastics. I've got this little spring right here that helps the load, helps with the side load of the wire. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll clip the end of this back here. I'm going to ohm out to know which one's positive, which one's negative, so that when I connect the new one back, I'll get the polarity correct. May not matter with the magnetic sensor, but I'm going to try to duplicate it just to be safe. Alright, let's get started. Okay, what we're going to do is we've got a multimeter. We're flipping it on to continuity. Yeah, it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to check to see which one of these wires, which one of these runs to the tip and which one of these runs to the ground. So I'll poke through this insulation. I'm checking the top wire. And then if I check the base there, look at the gauge. Look at the multimeter, David. So it's not doing anything, and I check the tip. See there? So the numbers change, so the resistance going down. So basically what that tells us, this top wire right here is running to the tip. So we're going to duplicate that with a new connector. So the top wire, we'll just mark it when we clip it. We want to make sure that the new connector top wire goes to the tip. Getting in close. You can just get closer. Okay, so what I've done is the wire that we ohmed out that we know goes to the tip, I went ahead and I marked it with a small piece of masking tape. So that way when I clip this, I won't get the wires confused. So I'm going to cut back just a little bit because I know that the wire's probably got a break in it right up here. So I'm just going to come back just a little bit. I'm just separating the strands here. Looks like it's got an insulation on, double insulation. And that's what I was afraid of. The strands are so thin in here. Man, God, these are thin. Okay, let me fight with this, and I'll be right back. Zoom in real close. Get closer. You ought to just zoom in, get real close. Can you see those strands? Let me put them up close to the bike. Okay, here's the problem. These wires right here, the strands, are very, very fine. They're so fine that you can't hardly even twist them. They're brittle and they'll break in half. That's the whole problem with this. Okay, we're able to get the wire crimped on right here with the connector and then wrap the other conductor around here. Had to get my daughter to help because this is way too hard for me to see it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the end here, thread it up on there. So now we'll have a fresh connection there. And then we should be able to plug this in. And then let's give it a try. Make sure it's still working. Let's pedal the bike. And it appears to be working. So let's yep. If I stop it, goes to 0. Okay, so that's it. Just a bad connector. Cheaply made wire from China. Okay, we're going to do one last demo to make sure this thing's working. I've got the Bluetooth paired up on the tablet. You can see it's working fine now. We're going to just show one last time that everything's working correctly now that we've got everything fixed. Everything's working correctly now. Hope this helps. Talk to y'all later. I hope you found this video helpful. Please remember to give it a thumbs up. Thank you. And remember, don't be destructive. Fix, repair, create. Make the world better.